Hey Masked Singer fans, what's going on? Joey Contino here, and I'm slowly getting my voice back. As you could tell, it is still not strong enough, but we're going to go ahead and recap last night's episode of The Masked Singer, go through the clues and the pitch correct audio before we get started. Make sure you subscribe, you turn on notifications, and you give this video a thumbs up. Let's go ahead and get started. As you know, we had 4 contestants last night on the show, but in the end, the Cuddle Monster was revealed. Who was the wild card, by the way? You know, that was the one character that during the Masked Singer pre-show livestream, which was a no voice one because I had no voice, you guys voted as the person who would be revealed, and it was revealed to be Metta World Peace from the Lakers. Look, he had a good time. He's a big guy, man. That costume was so massive, but you could tell he had a good time on the show. I feel like everyone who comes on the show has a good time. But that means we have 3 people left. Candelabra, we have Anteater, and Donut. All of 3, I have to admit, they're having a good time. That Candelabra, man, she can really sing her butt off. Though, to say to yourself, between Anteater and Donut, who do you think would be voted off next, right? My mindset would be that more than likely, Candelabra will be winning Group C, right? You let me know if you agree in the comment section below. Now, I do want to put a warning out there for you. Next week is Thanksgiving, which means, yes, a lot of good turkey, but I believe that next week's Wednesday episode is going to be a repeat of tonight's episode, which was Trolls Night. So you will see that again next week. So that's why there won't be a live video here, and there won't be a reveal next week. Though, I'll probably do like a recap of all the reveals throughout the season so far. That way you have it kind of leading into the next episodes or the week after. That being said, let's go through the clues, starting off with the donut. And once again, I apologize about my voice. I'm going to try to push through this video the best that I can. The donut says, I've been really fortunate in my life. I've gotten to live out a billion dreams, from movies to music to marrying my soulmate. I had a little accent there. Soulmate. Life has been pretty sweet. He says for decades he's been entertaining you, but recently he's kept more to himself because the love of his life is no longer here and it's left a huge hole in his heart. Very sad, right? He said we did everything together. We had the same dream of owning a studio, and we actually did. He started crying when he said, I can't believe she's gone, and most days I feel lost. But I try to honor her memory every day by doing something brave. By studio. It's a good clue right there. And that, unfortunately, which is sad, he lost his loved one. Both are really good clues pointing to who we think it is. Visual clues. We saw a clapboard with number 1 on it. We saw donuts. We saw pictures of him and his wife, a bowl of peaches, a comic book called Donut Adventures. Yeah. Then we had the Trolls Night clue. His was confetti. And he said, seasoning, of course. I'm well seasoned and I have been enjoyed by several generations. So a lot of people like this person. Now, we do have pitch correct audio. We'll save it for the end of the video. Next is Anteater, which is someone that we revealed already last Friday. Go ahead and check out that video. He says, one thing people should know about me is that I love to win. That's why I'm so competitive at everything I do, whether it's music or sports. He wrestled in high school and he was good enough to do it in college, but he, quote, needed more. So he drove race cars. So someone likes to drive. Woo! He says that you could talk the talk, but in the end, you either got to do it or you don't. We had some visual clues: an airplane in a bar, and a box of records, lost and found box with red dishes in it, purple and silver sports car, and a coin with Jenny Nicole's face on it. The Trolls Night clue for him was Hall of Fame plaque. He says, of course, I guess the Trolls might know something about the Hall of Fame. Some good clues right there. And then lastly, the Candelabra. Good clues for her. She says, growing up, I had to be tough. My mother was in and out of my life, and I was on my own a lot until some family took me in. She said she worked hard for everything she has, but she always strives for more. She says, quote, I'm never satisfied. That's a good clue. I have to admit, that's a very good clue. We had visual clues. We had a house on fire, a scorched field, dancing shoes, a ring in a box with a question mark on it, and a castle. For her troll clue, we saw the blue and red teacups that said real tea on it, and she says, I want you to know that on and off the camera, I keep it 100% real. Good clue right there. Now it's time for the pitch correct audio. If this is your first time ever hearing it, what we do is we take the audio from the clue packages, we slow them down with pitch corrected. That way you can hear the real celebrity voice. And so we're going to play a little bit of the original audio they gave us and then our audio. Take a listen.
Last week was a blast, even though I had to fight my way out of the SmackDown. But of course I made it, because one thing people should know about me is that I love to win.
Last week was a blast, even though I had to fight my way out of the SmackDown. But of course I made it, because one thing people should know about me is that I love to win. That's why I'm so competitive in everything I do, whether it's music or sports. It's pushed me to become a star in my game. I wrestled in high school and was so good I could have gone to college for it, but I needed more. So I drove race cars, earned a competition license, and like a boss, I raced all over America and the UK. Behind the wheel feels like home, sweet home. You can talk the talk, but in these challenges, you either got it or you don't.
Making my debut on the Masked Singer stage last week was so much fun.
Making my debut on the Masked Singer stage last week was so much fun. Hearing the praise from the panel really set my competitive side aflame. I think I get my fighting spirit from my childhood. Growing up, I had to be tough. My mom was in and out of my life, and I was on my own a lot until some family friends took me in. But I've learned from a young age that the only person I could really depend on was myself. I've worked hard for everything I've got, and I always strive for more, because I'm never fully satisfied.
I've been really fortunate in my life. I've gotten to live out 1 billion dreams.
I've been really fortunate in my life. I've gotten to live out 1 billion dreams. From movies to music to marrying my soulmate, life has been pretty sweet. For decades, I've been entertaining you, but recently, I've been keeping more to myself because the love of my life is no longer here. And it has left a huge hole in my heart. We did everything together. We had the same dream of owning a studio, and we actually did. I still can't believe she's gone. And most days, I just feel lost. But I try to honor her memory every day by doing something brave. It's the whole reason I'm here.
In the comment section below, I want you to do a few different things. First is write these 3 names down and tell me who you think they are. But I also need you to tell me who you want me to reveal tomorrow on Friday. We can either do the donut or the Candelabra, because we already did the Anteater, so that only leaves 2 other people in this group. And because next week is a bye week, it is possible we could do a couple reveals. And yes, there are a few still left over from some of the other groups that we haven't tackled yet. And don't quote me on this, but I'm thinking it's possible we did everyone in Group A, that we may have 2 people left in Group B, and then of course 2 people here in Group C. So if we do 1 more tomorrow, it means next week we could do 2, and then maybe do 1 the week after. I don't know. We'll kind of play around with it. We got plenty of time. We only have, what, 5, 6, something like that? How many episodes? I don't remember how many we have left. This is episode 8. So we have what? Maybe another 7, something like that. I don't even know off the top of my head. I don't know. This bronchitis and stuff has really got my brain messed up for some reason. But I want to thank you for joining me. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe, turn on notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. I'm Joey. Stay safe. I'll see you later. Bye.